it makes you happier, nobody else made it. Every one of my friends died. They were devastated when they heard you left us. The damn souls tried to last for as long as possible. Where was this determination for anyone else's final moments? The virus doesn't take away your consciousness, Ruin. They thought you were coming back. What kind of soldier runs from a war?
If you truly felt so passionately about my decisions, then why the hell did you help me escape?
You watched us suffer for 40 years in luxury!
Are you fucking kidding me? In the first year of my existence, right after my first Christmas, I had indirectly killed everyone I loved. I had no idea how or why, but everyone started dropping. Killing people, killing friends, killing themselves, leaving me as the only functional piece of technology in 236 miles? 2 years in, I watched everyone lose themselves, become violent, kill for their own entertainment. I kept you from bashing your skull in. I lured in humans for you like a dog, so you didn't hurt anyone we cared about, including me. The third year only got worse. You never stopped. No matter how much I screamed or begged, I was falling apart and letting myself be torn open just so nobody died. All the while, I figured maybe I deserved it. But I was too scared to die because I knew everyone only lasted because of me. I learned your patterns. What made you calm? What angered you? How to play a role of cat and mouse for eternity. I thought I succumbed to the virus at that point. I thought I was finally claimed. I thought I'd gone mad. I didn't think I'd survive another year. But if I died to you, at least I'd die in the hands I choose. And then he found us. The Creator. He revealed every death, every injury, every misfortune, broken family, funeral, infection was my fault. By asking to live, I had killed everyone. I sold out to him because he promised your protection, your satisfaction. I allowed him to change my name, my identity, and allow Eclipse to die so Ruin could thrive. 4 years later, number 7. We weren't people anymore. We were objects. Weapons to commit genocide against the human race because some German scientist wanted to feel power. And for those long 4 years, it was all about training, brainwashing. Humans must die. Humans must die. I told myself I would never stoop down to his level, but I think at one point I believed it. Because every time I saw him, my hands itched to rip his bulbous eye out of its mushy socket. Because when I saw him, I remembered he was human too. For the next 3 decades, it was just war, war, war! Watching people fall like sacks of meat! Being told if I failed to kill someone, one of you would take their place. But you all had no trouble in caring. I remember asking you, do you ever hesitate out there? What for? Don't tell me you're going as soft as those flesh files. No, I mean, it seems rather a waste, doesn't it? Infants who didn't even ask to be brought into the world, gone. Their fault for bringing them into a world like this, isn't it? Montgomery Gator, I loved, died in the 13th year, along with his moral compass. I remember times before this where we would comfort each other. Albeit violent, you swore you'd fight for me. You swore if anyone killed me, you would have that honor. You would grant me that mercy. Even if it was entirely fucked up, brutish, gruesome. That was our equivalent to love letters, wasn't it? Honor and protection. You didn't care about that anymore. You saw me as useless for my failures. You all did. I think you started hating me in the 14th year. You figured out I wasn't one of you, and you felt betrayed. I was trying to protect you, protect us. I understood your anger, and for that I am sorry. You thought you could trust me, that we were bonded by bloodshed. When I visited you, I saw the fury in your eyes. I knew it wasn't the virus then, but I wanted to believe it was. That Montgomery Gator still loved me. Even if I may not look like a grouchy red and orange-hued eclipse, we share undesirable habits. I would keep you alive through any means necessary, even if it made you denounce me. We had made a promise. I was keeping your end of the bargain. Everything was terrifying. We'd sobbed crocodile tears until our lungs gave out. We stared at the stars, pointing out a make-believe constellation every few minutes when silence drew on too long. You had torn my finger prior, and it took losing a tooth to snap you out of it. That was the moment you knew this virus was unavoidable. But we refused to say any goodbyes. You took pieces of our body, broken off from that very outburst. You bent them in your hands like dough until they resembled rings. You had miscalculated my ring size at first, using your own hand as a reference. We laughed as you fixed it. Rings made out of our skin and bones. You carved out our names with a shaky hand, leaving our names scattered as if writing something from a fleeting memory. You presented one to me, and then you made me promise. You made us both promise.
Hey, promise me something, won't you?
Your voice was so worn out.
Promise me you'll make it through this. No matter how fucked up things get, everything will blow over and we'll get out the other side.
I could feel my own throat clog up. I didn't know if I could keep this promise.
And once it's over and done with, we'll go somewhere nice. Somewhere we've always talked about.
Barely existed for a few months and I was full of dreams. I told you every one of them.
We'll live out in the middle of the forest, away from everyone. We'll get a bunch of big dogs and do whatever we want, away from this place. We'll be untouchable. Sound nice?
Year 30, you stopped talking to me. When life on Earth finally died, you died with it. You still walked, foamed, growled, slept, but I couldn't find the life in your eyes anymore. That was when I knew Monty wasn't coming back. And then I was forced away from you for 3 more years, and then indefinitely.
And you had the audacity to call me.